Hey, how's it going, everybody? So today we're gonna make a quick video on happiness comes from solving your problems. So it's definitely by Mark Mason and the subtle of not giving a fuck, you know. So we're gonna go ahead and really talk about this part of the book, and I really like this part of the book, so I wanted to go ahead and show y'all this part of the book. So we all know problems are a true thing in life, and everybody really deals with them. Everybody has a problem. When you solve a problem, it comes with a different problem. Just like it says in the book, when you solve your problem, your health problem, by going to the gym and getting a gym membership, you create new problems. Like sweating like a meth head in the gym for 30 minutes and then really have to go home and then take a shower quickly so you don't have to stink up at work. That's a problem that you're creating for yourself by solving your health problem. Problems never stop. You will always have problems in your life. It either gets replaced or it gets upgraded. But you will never stop having problems. Everybody has problems in their life. But in this book, it says happiness comes from solving problems. That's how you get happy. That's how you be happy, by solving your problems. The key word is solving. That's the key word. The key word is solving your problems. If you avoid your problems or act like you don't have any problems or feel like you don't have any problems, then you will live a very miserable life. Very miserable life. If you have problems that you think that you cannot solve, then that's also a way to make your life miserable. To be happy, we need something to solve. Therefore, happiness is a form of action. You have to do something to be happy. It's like an activity. It's literally an activity. It's not something that will just come out of nowhere and hand it over to you. You got to open doors for happiness. It doesn't magically come in when you make extra money. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter how much money you make, you will always have problems. Happiness is not waiting for you at a place or at a job. You will, like, it's not waiting for you at a job, bro. Happiness is constant work in progress, because solving problems is constant work in progress. The solution for today's problems will lay a foundation for tomorrow's problem. True happiness comes from finding the right problems that you enjoy having to solve. If you love this problem because you know how to solve it, and you like, it's basically a way to be happy. It's like you find a problem that you solve and you know how to solve it. That means you can solve it a lot of the times in the future. You know what I mean? And that creates a constant a constant cycle of happiness and not a constant cycle of sadness. Whatever your problems are, the concept still stays the same. So you solve a problem, you become happy. Unfortunately, for many people, life doesn't really feel that simple. That's because they fuck things up one way or two ways: denial and victim mentality. When it comes to denial, a lot of people deny that they have any problems in the first place. And because they deny reality, they go and look for distractions to distract them from reality. This may make them feel good in the short term of time, but in the long term of time, it will cause insecurities over time. It will cause emotional repression, and it will cause neurotism. For the victim mentality, some people just choose that there's nothing that they can do to solve their problems, even when they in fact could. Even when they had every chance to solve their problems, they still victimize themselves that they can't solve the problems. Victims seek to blame other people for their problems, you know what I mean, or any other thing, whatever. They just blame something because of the reason why they're in that position. This make this may make them feel good short term, but long term is gonna be they're gonna have a life of anger, a life of helplessness, and a life of despair. People deny or blame others for their problems because it simply feels good. It's simple, it's easy, it's just simple, you know what I mean? And it's kind of hard for them to solve their problems because it's like they find it hard, or it like feels bad to solve their problem. Denial gives us a quick high. There are many ways to escape our problems, and when you escape your problems, it feels good. You know what I mean? You get a good high when you escape from your problems. Highs come in many forms. I'm not talking about high. I'm talking about high, like alcohol, weed, like a lot of these things make you feel high. You know what I mean? I'm not saying those things are, those things. I don't. I'm not even gonna say my opinion on those things, but I'm gonna just say this. When you consume stuff for to be high and you know you have problems, it's just you're running away from your problems. Or even the thrill of doing something risky. You know what I mean? Just getting away, just doing something risky, an adventure and stuff like that. That is a high too. Highs are like shallow, unproductive ways to go about life. Much of the self-help world, a lot of people that, do this self-help thing, is like a lot of things they just say shallow ways of like getting high instead of actually solving your problems. They tell you everything but actually solving your problems. Many self-help gurus really just teaches people new ways of denial and pump you up with exercises that will make you feel good short term while ignoring the underlying issue. Nobody like nobody who's happy is gonna go ahead and stand in front of a mirror and say, "Yo, I am happy." No. And the crazy thing is, when you go ahead and go and you really distract yourself from problems, you create a new problem, which is addiction. So you go ahead and escape yourself from problems by getting high in many forms, many different ways. You go ahead and do that many times, you start, getting addicted to that. And then now you're addicted to running away from your problems. In this sense, almost anything can become addictive. You know what I mean? When it comes to really, if it's something that helps you escape your problem, it doesn't matter what it is, it's gonna become addictive. We all have our ways to distract ourselves from our problems. We all have our ways to go ahead and really just escape from the problem for just a little bit and get that quick high. But the longer we avoid and the longer we numb, the more painful it will be when we finally do confront our issues. But yeah, that's exactly what I learned today, and I just wanted to go ahead and send that energy over to you across the screen. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. There's gonna be more videos like this. It's gonna be random videos like this. Let's get it going, man.